And here we are, back ready to finish up the loose ends in Junktown, aka Busting the Skull Gang. I I needed to read some of the books that I'd acquired, so it ends up being nighttime, and well, no one will talk to me. So I need to rest until a reasonable hour for gangsters. And these guys basically, so there's a door here with a girl in front of it. You talk to her. Now, there are multiple ways to complete this quest as well. I ruined one of them because I killed those 3 guards in front of there. You can ask to join the Skulls as long as you don't kill those guys or aren't involved in any violence towards them. Then you have a whole totally different quest. However, this one, since I can't do that, I have to talk this girl here into testifying against her friends. So basically what I do first is convince her to quit the gang. So I say, see ya. She doesn't want to at first. Talk to her again. And you could always try doing something else. She says, you can see that you're gaining headway with her, and so then you ask again, what are you going to do when you get older? You can't always just stay in this inn. Hey, lay off. You sound like Vinny's parents. So then I walk around for a bit and come back, because I got a little upset that the game wasn't cooperating. Now we're just going to give her some time, and see, now she walks away from the door, and she'll go into this room over here, and you can talk to her for a little bit. At first she behaves normally, so don't have anything to say to her. I need to wait a little bit more. Gotta be patient with this one. Midnight's not gonna work because she says it's late, so we gotta wait again until noon. And here we are. So, just for story purposes, and because my character's generally concerned, I'm fine. How about you? She says that she got a job at the inn, and that she got a job working in the bar, and that she cooks and it's tiresome, but it's better than being in the gang. So now I tell her to rat out her friends, and she agrees. So now we're gonna go see Lars and collect my reward for busting the Skulls gang. Also in the other format, you can go kill the Skull gang with Lars, but we didn't do that here. I have testimony about illegal activities of the Skulls. I've convinced one of them, Sherry, to testify that they were involved in criminal activity. Excellent. So there we go. We get our 500 experience points for busting the Skulls gang. Now we go back to the inn, the Crash House Hotel. I check on her. She doesn't say anything new, which is disappointing. One disappointing thing about Junktown is people don't seem to notice when things change, so like people still talk about Gizmo like he's alive, even though you guys just saw Dogmeat rip his throat out. So that's a little unfortunate, but the game came out in 1997, so what can you expect? Now we're gonna finish up a loose end here, and that guy's a boxer. You can box him. I'm not very good at unarmed fighting, so we're just gonna not box him. But he has a problem, and his girlfriend is the waitress in the bar there. And if you talk to him for a little bit, he tells you that he's having woman troubles, and you set him straight and tell him that she's worried about his boxing, and her job isn't exactly danger-free, and she'd like to have him around. He said, I never thought about it that way, but you get 250 experience points, and I gain a level. I'm gonna up my melee a bit, because my perception's low, so I'm bad at aiming at things. A little bit more steel, a little bit more lockpick too, because 6% just ain't gonna do it. And now we will get ready to head on out of here. This is a shorter video, but I didn't want to make a 25-minute video, just, all of Junktown. So I will... Well, also, there's one last thing to do. And it happens if you ask to stay the night. So you go to the Crash House Hotel, ask to stay a night, and done. Sometimes she'll walk you over to your room immediately, other times you have to ask her like a dope. And that's going to be what we do now. You need her to walk you over to your room in order to get this quest to happen. It can boil out a number of different ways. The hostage situation that develops could result in the dead hostage. You can get the guy to leave peacefully, which gives the highest reward, or you can just kill the guy, which is what I do, because I didn't have enough conversational ability. So then I run at him, which will cause him to attack. You can try talking to him again, but I want to try out this sledgehammer, and he's a pretty good target. Eat sledgehammer! Oh, I only did 4 damage. And so I'm going to turn this over and let Dogmeat and Ian and the crew come in. And Tycho's going to deliver a shotgun blast to the chest, and he's dead. Now, if you kill this guy, it'll also net you leather armor if you don't have any yet. And I'm still overloaded. Talk to her, and I say you're welcome. And see, she talks about everything as if Gizmo is still in... Well, he's still alive. He's not exactly in good health, even to begin with. And as a reward, you get the XP and a week free stay in the hotel. But we're done here in Junktown. It's time to move on to bigger and better things. I considered going back and taking out the doctor and everything, but I'd really like to get into that locker when we come back. And I should have the ability to do so. And we've bothered them enough. They can continue doing whatever they do. In the meantime, I forgot to put my weapon away, but here we go. So I'm just going to check with these guys and make sure everything's tidied up. And then we are going to head to our first really big city.